Well, hello, welcome back to my kitchen. So tonight's dinner is what I want to call it, try it out kind of a dinner. I had an idea of a way to make some like these taco pinwheels, and I thought, oh, these might be great like during the holiday time. You can put things out or like little party things. And so I started researching it, and I've seen it made a bunch of different ways, but not the way that I want to make it, and not with the ingredients I want to make it with. So I'm going to give it a try out today with my family so that when I decide, or if I decide I'm going to use it again, I know what not to do or what to do if it turns out well. So without further ado, let's get it, let's go, let's hit those pots, come on. All right, here we go. You're not going to need everything that's out here. This meal is very fluid for me. I'm going to be making decisions as I go, but I want you to see what my thought process is. So you're definitely going to need the crescent rolls and some kind of ground meat. You don't necessarily, and cheese, of course. You don't necessarily need the refried beans. But for me, these are what I call stretchers. It's going to stretch the meat even further. If I use the refried beans, I use less ground meat. Also, adding corn or black beans, that could stretch the basically what we're making is the taco meat even further. I haven't decided which ones I'm gonna do. Now, I also have out here sour cream and lettuce and a tomato. Those aren't required, but I think it would taste good. But since we're going to be eating it for dinner tonight, that's what I'm going to do. If I was going to be serving them as little mini things, I may not have all of those things out there. And also onion, again, that's a flavor enhancer. So I think that's everything. Sour cream, again, is the extras. So sour cream, some lettuce, some cheese, onion, crescent roll, hamburger meat, tomato, and those 3 cans are possibilities. I'm also making this dairy free, and I'll show you what I'm going to use for that as we go. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dice up the onion. I'm not going to show that because everybody knows how to cut up an onion by now. I chopped up 1 onion. I have no idea why I had 2 onions out there, but let's move over to the stove. Just a disclaimer, I am cooking more meat than you're going to see because I have to make a separate one for Eric for the dairy free. So I'm going to make about a half a pound more in a separate pan. All right. I thought there was something in my pan. I'm going to add the meat and the onions. And we're just going to make taco meat out of it. We're going to brown it up. That's all you got to do at this point. So we're just going to get that till it's crumbly and the onions are also cooked. While this is finishing up, we're going to get started on the beans. All right, while the beans are still warming through, we're going to start on the beans. The meat is warming through. We're going to start on the beans. Now, a lot of people do these refried beans just straight out of the can. I don't like that. There we go. I like to season mine up and I like to thin them out. Oh, I don't have very much water here, but I like to thin them out while they're warming through. I add garlic and onion powder to them. That's onion. Season with your heart. It's so dusty, that onion powder. It said granulated, but it's so fine. And we're heavy on the garlic. Oop. That was a little heavier than I meant to be, but okay. So all we're going to do is I'm going to warm this through, and I'm going to get it using the water to get it to the consistency we like. Eric said he wanted black beans in his taco thing. I'm going to put corn in the other one. This way we can get a good cross-reference which one we like. All right, so that's about how I like it. I'm going to put a little bit of taco seasoning in there. Not too much because I have it in everything out. Doesn't want to come out. Just a little smidge. Let's get back to the meat. This is done. All right, so we're done here. We're going to add 3/4 cup of water, and the equivalent to 1 taco pack. Okay, we're just going to let that simmer together for just a minute while I open up a couple of cans. All right, to ours, I'm going to add the majority of the can. Just going to leave a little tiny bit out for when I garnish it, just for the pretty picture. You'll see. That should be good. I like the sweet crunch of the corn. Eric wanted the beans. I'll show you his in a minute. These are our stretchers. Okay. That's ready. Now you can add some cheese here and now.
Smells good.
I know, yours is right in the back there. I got your beans cooking right here. We're getting ready to start assembling. All right, let me show you Eric's. All right, this is the meat for Eric. I'm going to put about, maybe I'll put it all, maybe I'll put half. I'm not really sure what I want to do. And they're just seasoned with the garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of taco seasoning. Ah, heck with it. Let's just go for it. And we're gonna move over to the tabletop, the countertop. Now we're gonna start assembling. Now I'm not adding the cheese in here in case somebody says, "Oh, I want to try that and I want to do half or something." So we'll add it in as we roll it up. But you could add a little bit now. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of flour down on this as parchment paper. You need that. Wax paper, I don't care what it is. But we're going to sprinkle some down. It'll be fine. Just a little bit. Now, let's all pray together. Please don't pop, please don't pop, please don't pop. I kept it in the refrigerator right until I'm ready to open it up, but always scares me. God, oh, my nail. What, Eric?
What happens if it pops?
It scares the tar out of me.
Now I want to see it pop, kind of.
Oh, man. You low-key want to see me get scared?
Yeah.
Please don't pop, please don't pop. Oh, shoot, I knew it was going to scare me. Alrighty. So I'm just going to unroll this down onto the paper. Just give me a second. All right. So my dodo head didn't think to get the sheet of crescent rolls. So we're going to pinch those doodads together. And then we're going to roll it out a little bit to stretch the crescent rolls. So onward, forward. I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. I'm hoping it's not dark over here, like in the back area. I'm doing my best, but it's getting late. All right, so I'm going to throw a little bit of flour down on top of the crescent roll so I could roll it out just a little bit to stretch that out. Okay? I'm going to put some on my rolling pin. Okay? And we're just going to give that a nice little stretch. Boom. Boom. I probably got way too much meat here, but good thing I brought extra crescent rolls for the house. All right. So let me roll that out a little bit, and we're going to start assembling. All right. So doesn't want to stick that way there. I got too much flour on it. We're going to put some of this refried beans down on here. Try to ration it out so I have enough for both. All right, and then I'm just going to smear this all over the crescent roll. I'm going to leave just the end a little clean so it has something to stick to when I roll it shut. All right, so I have about a cup of the taco meat, and we're gonna spread it out all over. Hoping I'm gonna do a good job, guys. I'm making this up. All right. I spread that out nice and even, the best I can. Eric's down here with a spoon sticking it in my meat. I think I didn't put any cheese in there because he'd be in a problem right now. All right, that's good. That's the majority of the meat I put in there. I'm afraid to put too much because I've never made this before and I don't know how it's going to turn out. Then, what I'm going to do is add some cheese. Then I'm going to show you how we're going to roll this up. And I'll show you how I do Eric's as well. I'm going to leave the taco sauce and all that for outside of the roll. When I did it in a ring, I added some in across the top, but I don't think that's going to be a good idea for this one. I'm hoping that I didn't make it so thin that I can't roll it. But we'll see. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your parchment paper or wax paper or saran wrap or whatever it is you're using, and we're just going to roll it over on itself. The first one might be a little difficult. Just try to get a little space in there. Ooh, hold on, I can't put that back in the beans now. Not a good idea, Tina. So I'm going to turn this way a little bit because I'm standing off to the side. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, press it down, and pull this back. Okay? And then we're going to do the next one. Roll it over. See that? Squeeze it in a little bit. Make it nice and neat. See? And again. That's why I said you're going to need this. Hopefully I left enough away from the edge. If not, I'll scoop it out. We'll see. I think I'm going to take a little bit off. I feel like it's going to be too much. Alrighty. I took a little bit off. Actually, I think I'm going to do it this way. Instead of rolling it in on itself, I'm going to roll it back on itself. That might be a better way to go with it. All right, so now we're going to slice these up and put it on a piece of parchment paper. And I'll show you how we're going to cut these. Just want to kind of pitch it together a little bit. Okay, let me roll up Eric's real quick and then we'll work on this again. I'm going to let that weight try and close that down. Let me get Eric's going. All right, so there's Eric's. I'm just going to put a little bit each of the Daya cheddar, the Daya Italian blend, and the Mexican shreds. He likes the way the Daya melts better than the BioLife, but that's the one I wanted to go with, but we're going to mix it together. It'll be fine. And it has a stronger, the BioLife has a stronger taste. So we're just going to put a little bit of that down. You definitely didn't need as much meat as I cooked, but we could always freeze it, use it for something else. This is the cheddar. Okay. And then his personal favorite is the Italian blend. Yep, that's what we're going for. And then I'm going to roll this the same way I rolled the other one. I didn't want to make them a big one because that's a lot of food for just one little guy to eat. Same thing, we're just going to roll it. Hopefully I didn't overstuff it. So I'm going to do that off camera. All right, these are Eric's. I'm going to show you how I made them look like that. All right. So this one was ours that I rolled up. See that? So I just kind of put the ends in as flat as I could get them. Okay. So what I did was I cut it in half with a string. And you can slide it under however, or you can cut it with a knife if you don't have any string. This is just butcher's twine that I'm using. Okay? And all I'm doing is crisscrossing. And boom. Right through. Boom. So I made Eric's small, so I think I'm going to make ours small as well. Boom. Then I'll cut these in half. And so on and so forth. Until I get all the way through. And I'm doing it slower because if you go too fast, it really does not want to cooperate. The ends are the most ugly. See those? So, ooh, that was an ugly end, big time. Well, that's going to be one that goes into the taste test because then nobody could say it. That was ugly. And I did that, and I just patted it down just like that. And then I put these onto the parchment-lined sheet pan. Like so. Okay? And I'm going to cook these in the oven. The instructions say for the crescent rolls, 375. That's the temperature I'm using. I would do this per the package instructions for your crescent rolls, and then keep an eye on them because everything inside is cooked. So, boom. Alrighty. So, let me finish these up. I'll show you what that looks like, and then I'll get to cooking. All right, so these are going in the oven. This is the non-dairy. That's the dairy. You could brush some egg wash on there. I may not. I don't know. Depends on how they look as they come out of the oven. So I'm going to put these in. It says 9 to 12 minutes. I'm going to go for 9 and then start babysitting it. All right, that's the meat that I have left. I did ultimately cook both pounds of the meat because I figured I could put half a pound in the refrigerator or freezer. The kids could eat it. So I did do 2 crescent rolls. Probably 1.5 pounds would do great for 2 of them. But my kids will eat this no problem. I'm just trying to get the ratio right for you. That's Eric's. That's the dairy-free. Let me get ours out of the oven. All right, and that's ours. They were a little bigger and a little fuller, but some of them came out so flipping cute. Ouch, ouch. Hot, hot. Look how nice that turned out. All right, let me plate this up, and I'll meet you there. And there they go. I still have some more on the sheet pan. I have some tomato and some lettuce, and I have some sour cream and salsa in the refrigerator. That's what they look like, and they're looking yummy, yummy, yummy. And there's mine. All of it. No, I'm just kidding. There are the toppings. We're going to take these over to the table, and Eric and I are going to get to tasting. And there's my plate. I'm going to meet you at the table. If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. We're at the table. Where's your cast?
Oh. I left it upstairs.
Supposed to be wearing that. All right, no. Just eat real quick. All right, so we're just gonna eat. I just realized he didn't have his cast on. Eric put all of his on his plate. I'm like, you gonna eat all that? He said, yes, I am. Hasn't even tasted it, but he's gonna eat it all. So I'm just gonna take a bite, and hopefully it's not that ugly. I don't think it's gonna be too pretty. But are you going for a plain one? Mm-hmm. I'm going for the gusto. I'm gonna put some sour cream on after and some salsa after. You ready? Mm-hmm. Let's go. Mmm. That's good.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm. I know I'm gonna like the salsa on it. Don't think I'm gonna like the sour cream, but Tyler, can you hand me another spoon? Because I just looked at it, so I'm gonna stick it in there. Okay, he's looking for the perfect spoon. All right. I'm gonna put a little sour cream over there with a little salsa over there. All right, you ready for the salsa one?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Mm. Even better.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much on the sour cream for me, but I don't like sour cream, so I really can't. I'm not a good judge of the sour cream thing. Every once in a while, I'll like it on something, but mostly I don't like it. But I gave it a go.
I love it.
Yeah, let's get everybody fed, and we'll tell you how many Eric actually did eat. Bye-bye. Dinner's over. How'd we do? Boom. They didn't finish. I am shocked. I did put some up for Trey, but I didn't count how many everybody had, except for Eric. And I'm going to let him tell you what he thought about it and how many did he eat. So, Eric, tell me what you think about dinner tonight.
I think it was really good. It tasted good with the salsa, and it was overall amazing.
And how many did you eat?
6.
He ate every last one of them. I'm like, how could you keep eating that? He's like, they're not filling, but everybody else was full except for Eric. Tyler, what'd you think about dinner?
Your dinner was very good. I love it. You're an excellent cook.
Awesome. High praise indeed. Ate it?
It was really good. I actually liked it.
You actually liked it. You thought you weren't gonna?
Yeah.
Okay. What did I think about it? I thought it was absolutely delicious. It was a great idea. I know that there are some out here that are like that. I just couldn't find it. I know I didn't make this up. I know I'm not the first one, but these were delicious. I've seen them made with tortillas, but I thought a roll might be better. So there you have it. I hope you try it. I hope you like the idea I came up with. Leave me a comment either way. See you later. Bye.